What's up guys, I'm back once again to show you some of the hot mods of the week, and in this week's episode we have two brand new weapon mods. But to kick things off, have you ever noticed in Fallout 4 that there is a lot of stuff to carry? And I mean a lot of stuff. Frankly, every enemy you kill could potentially have an inventory full of stuff that you want, and even if you don't want any of these items, this game is built around building up settlements, and to build settlements you need crafting materials, and to get crafting materials you need to scavenge from the dead bodies. So it's such a shame that the maximum carrying capacity really limits you in this regard, but we're going to be fixing this with the first mod, and of course that mod is Carry Your Stuff Robots, and you can craft one of these by opening up the workbench and scrolling all the way to the right. Here you'll be able to choose between several different lootable containers which can be interacted with just like any companion from the game, which will follow you around like a companion but not take up the companion slot. By talking to it, you can give it a variety of different commands. By trading with it, you can give it all of the junk that you don't want to carry. Now, a moment ago, I mentioned that this lootable container will follow you around like a companion, and I wasn't joking. This is what it looks like. Now, it may follow you like a companion, but it doesn't take up the companion slot. As the mod author says, it's more like a teammate. It won't attack enemies. It is literally just there to carry your stuff. And with that, let's move on to the next mod. And of course, this week's weapon mod is the Modern Warfare StG44, and you can acquire this weapon at any chem station under the MW StG44 section, and it will require a small amount of crafting materials and good nut 4. And in terms of upgrades, you have the choice of 9 blueprints, 5 perks, 6 lower rail attachments including none, 5 stocks, 4 barrels, 3 mags, an impressive 15 sights, 4 lasers including none, 7 muzzles, 5 more perks, another 5 perks, 5 prestiges, and finally 9 camouflages. Now this is not the first mod that I've reviewed by this mod author. In fact, I think I've reviewed every single one of their mods on this channel, and there's a reason for that. All of their weapon mods are absolutely insane. Everything from the aesthetics, the animations, and even the customization. And this weapon mod is no exception. It really packs a punch. And speaking of packing a punch, that's going to bring us on to the next mod, artillery grenades. Now to get your hands on these, simply look under the grenade section at any chem station. Here you can craft them for 1 fragment grenade and 1 artillery grenade, and also requiring you to have tier 2 of the explosive perk. You'll also be able to make a cheap version for 1 steel, which is going to give you 10 grenades. Now I've shown you how to craft these grenades, but let's take a look at the explosion itself. Now this is a standard frag grenade. And this is the new artillery grenade. Now the first thing that you might notice is that the fuse delay has been increased from 1.5 seconds to 5 seconds. Also, the explosion range has been increased from 1400 to 2000. But those are just numbers. Let's go and see how this grenade fares when we throw some enemies at it, or more realistically, when we throw it at some enemies. Yeah, I think it's pretty fair to say that this is one hell of a powerful grenade, and more than that, this mod is definitely worth a download. Now in Fallout 4, your character really doesn't say too many things whilst you're lockpicking or hacking. It's almost as if your character is concentrating so much that they forget to speak. I mean, they speak for pretty much everything else in the game, so why not lockpicking and hacking? But now we're going to be fixing this with the next mod, and of course the mod that I'm talking about is player reaction during lockpicking and hacking, and these are the sort of reactions that you can expect after installing this mod.
Don't think I can pick this. Damn it. Lock's really strong. Lock tight. Damn. Lock tight. On the right track. Almost.
Now this is one of those mods that really doesn't add too much to the game, but in a strange way it also adds quite a lot more. After a while of having this mod installed, I actually forgot that it was a mod, as it was integrated so well. It just felt like something that was already in the base game. And the second weapon mod for this week's episode is the BFV StG44, and you can acquire this weapon by opening the console and typing in help space STG space 4 space WEAP. Here you will find the weapon's ID code and simply type in player.additem space and the weapon ID code, and if done correctly you'll see in the top left hand corner StG44 added. And in terms of upgrades, you have the choice of 4 receivers, 2 stocks, 2 reloads, 4 sights, muzzle or no muzzle, 2 firing modes, and finally 2 materials. Now, after doing some research into this mod, apparently it has 2 separate reload animations, one for a completely empty magazine and one for a partially empty magazine, but after trying this out in my game, this is what I got. So I'm not sure if my game's just bugged or I just did it wrong, but either way this mod is still absolutely fantastic and definitely worth a download. But maybe you're not looking to use the console to acquire this weapon. Maybe you're looking for a more lore-friendly and immersive way of acquiring this weapon. Luckily for you, there is also an optional file that adds this weapon straight into the leveled list. With this file, the weapon will start to spawn in vendors after level 10 and on gunners and raiders after level 20, and also has a small % chance of spawning on legendary enemies. And with that, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this mod and the video for that matter. I hope you all enjoyed the mods here today, and if you did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I hope to see you all in the next video.